Hello, everyone. My name is Jonathan Martin, and today I will be joined by
Alex.
And Patrick Callahan.
And today we will be presenting our sale pitch for Intuitive Surgical.
So Intuitive Surgical is a leader in robotic-assisted surgery, with its Da Vinci surgical system holding around 80% of the global market. Since its founding in 1995, the company has driven success through early innovation, strong R&D, and extensive surgeon training, creating a high switching cost for competitors. It has also been an exceptional performer in our portfolio, delivering a 576% return since our entry in 2016. The stock currently trades at $518.72 with a market cap of $184.8 billion and a P/E ratio of 80.6, making it significantly overvalued compared to its industry peers. While Intuitive remains dominant in its space, its high valuation, potential multiple compression, and the substantial gains we've accumulated make this a strong case for divesting to secure profits and reallocate capital. Additionally, ISRG's price movement has closely tracked the S&P 500 as shown in the monthly returns graphs. Given the current market environment, this is an optimal time to lock in our gains and position ourselves for future opportunities.
Moving on to our divestment thesis. We're issuing a sell recommendation with a target price of $299.72, which represents a 42% downside from its current share price of $518.72 as of closing on Friday. This is going to be driven by three main catalysts. The market has already priced in their current growth and future growth potential, increased competition, and slow growth in procedure. Going on to increased competition, Medtronic, which is one of Intuitive Surgical's closest competitors, is awaiting FDA approval for its Hugo robot system to launch in the US market. If this becomes successful, it could steal market share away from Intuitive Surgical, providing a cheaper alternative for hospitals to use. Additionally, there's been a slow growth in procedure volume due to a new weight loss drug called GLP-1, which has provided a side effect of weight loss for patients. And since patients are using more of this drug, this is reducing demand for procedures, which will dampen the sales growth of surgical products like the ones that Intuitive Surgical provides. And because of that, we are projecting the surgical procedure market globally to grow slowly at a CAGR of 5.6% and obesity drugs to grow at a CAGR of 56.5% according to market research. And then moving on to industry. So a couple things to know. So the first thing that I mentioned is the GLP-1 drug. So as the states introduce the drug for insurance coverage, we believe that people are going to use more of this drug. So the amount of bariatric surgeries that are being conducted are going to reduce over time, which is going to dampen Intuitive Surgical sales growth over time. Second is the increased competition. Like we said before, Medtronic is awaiting approval for their Hugo robotic system to launch in the US market while they are dominating in the international markets. Second is the robotic surgery. Third is the robotic surgery. Robotic surgery has grown significantly in recent years due to advances in technology, improved precision, and enhanced patient outcomes. Some of the key factors that are driving this growth is the development of minimally invasive robotic systems, MIS systems, like the Da Vinci system that Intuitive Surgical provides. And plus the training that comes along with it and provides cost efficiencies for hospitals and the surgeons. And then lastly is the aging population. Over time, we believe that the number of deaths is going to outpace the number of births going on in the population, as people are living longer, and the elderly population are going to become a major part of the total population.
So to better understand Intuitive Surgical's valuation, we've compared it to key players in the medical technology space. Medtronic has a market cap of 121.2 billion and is a global leader in medical devices, best known for its pacemakers, insulin pumps, and spinal implants. Abbott, with a market cap of 237.8 billion, is a diversified healthcare giant specializing in diagnostics, medical devices, and nutrition, with well-known products like the Freestyle Libre glucose monitoring system, to name one. Boston Scientific, valued at 146.3 billion, focuses on cardiovascular and minimally invasive medical devices, including stents and endoscopy solutions. Stryker, with a $144.7 billion market cap, is a major player in orthopedic implants, surgical tools, and hospital equipment. BD, or Becton Dickinson, has a market cap of 65.9 billion and is known for its medical supplies, laboratory instructions and instruments, and drug delivery systems. Lastly, ResMed, valued at 34.1 billion, is primarily recognized for its sleep apnea devices and respiratory care solutions. And looking at the valuation metrics, Intuitive Surgical trades at a staggering EV of revenue of 21.65 and EV/EBITDA of 65.33, which are significantly higher than the industry averages of 8.42 and 29.76 respectively. Its P/E ratio of 80.73 also far exceeds the peer median of 38.64, signaling a substantial premium valuation. While Intuitive Surgical remains the dominant force in robotic-assisted surgery, its elevated valuation relative to competitors reinforces our argument that now is an optimal time to secure our gains and reallocate capital to better risk-adjusted opportunities.
So there are four main risks that Intuitive faces in the current market landscape. The first two have to do with market uncertainty. As of March 4th, tariffs were set by the Trump administration on Canada and Mexican imports, alongside 10% tariffs set on Chinese goods in February. Additionally, the Trump administration has also begun to lower departmental budgets across the government. The combination of these actions has led to fear over a future recession. And to add on to that point, geopolitical tension has been rising, as seen in Gaza and Ukraine. The summation of these factors will likely weigh on supply chain outputs internationally, and as a result, prices are likely to rise as supply falls, causing low demand across many different markets and industries. The next risk Intuitive faces is the current state of the robotic surgery market, which is currently very mature. As things currently stand, most large hospitals with strong budgets already have Da Vinci surgical systems. And unfortunately for Intuitive, the next market segment to tap into would be the smaller to mid-sized, lower budget hospitals. The Da Vinci systems are very pricey, and these smaller hospitals are unlikely to adopt this new technology due to a lack of funding. Because of this plateau that they have hit, future revenue growth will be largely driven by surgical procedure volume as opposed to their system sales, which has historically driven their revenue growth. The final risk that Intuitive faces is the liability associated with their devices and the procedures that they perform. While it's true that their devices provide a safer and more precise form of surgery, that being minimally invasive surgery, than open surgery, this does leave the door open for lawsuits in case of complications with their technology. While we don't foresee this being a major problem, it could still pose issues in the case of declining revenue growth from slowing procedure volume. Next, for our valuation, we arrived at a 2-year target price of $299.27, representing a 42% downside from our current share price as of Friday at $518.72. For our target price, we used a weighted blend for assigning a 55% weight to our DCF and a 15% weight to both the PE, EV revenue, and EV/EBITDA. That is all for our presentation. And remember to sell intuitive. And I'll go through the appendix.